Hi everyone, I have a very quick full body workout for you today. Focus on just using one medium spring and one heavy spring on your reformer. Now, if you need it lighter, if you need it heavier than that, just know you can always change your springs. But for me, I'm just gonna go one medium, one heavy spring all of class. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab some weights. You will just need one weight technically. So I'm gonna have one 5-pound weight. We're gonna do it for some arm work. You can go lighter than that, a 3-pound, or you can go heavier than that, more like a 10-pound weight. It is up to you. We're just going to do it for some quick arm stuff today. So again, full body workout today, and it is going to be nice and quick. So I'm going to start heavier than normal on my reformer for my arm and abdominal work. I'm going one heavy, one medium spring. If you need it lighter, you can go lighter than that. But otherwise, one heavy, one medium, which is a red and a blue on my balanced body reformer. I'm gonna lie down to start, neutral spine to begin, and then headrest can be up or down. That is up to you. I'm gonna reach behind me and grab my short loops into my hands. Now, if it's too heavy and you wanna use your long loops, you can go ahead and use your long instead of your short. Arms are gonna go straight up to the ceiling, hands are right over our shoulders. Our knees are going up into a tabletop position. Legs are zipped together. We're just doing 2 arm movements for our core work today. On an exhale, I'm gonna pull my arms straight down to my sides for reach and pull. And then I'm gonna inhale to return back up. Exhaling as I pull straight down. And then I'm inhaling to return back up. So feeling my lats engaging as I press. Core is engaged as I pull down, and then I'm thinking my sacrum stays heavy, pelvis just stays nice and still. Exhaling to pull down, inhale, return back up. Again, lats are engaging, abs are drawing in and up on our exhales. We're gonna go ahead and do 3 more. Again, if this is too heavy, you can always change your long loops instead of your shorts. Now, the next time I press my arms down to my hips, I'm gonna hold them there, rotate my palms to my hips. I'm going to inhale, open my arms out to a T, and then exhale, press my palms to the hips. Inhale out to a T, exhale, palms to hips, feeling my lats and biceps engaging on that press. Again, I'm gonna think my core is firing up on every single exhale. It's an inhale to open and an exhale to press my palms back down to my hips. We're gonna keep moving. These are only 2 movements we're doing today for our arms and core. Let's go for 2. Last one. Now, when we press the palms to the hips, we can pause. Arms are going to go back up to the ceiling. Relax our feet down, and then we can just go ahead and give ourselves a little stretch. As always, we can sway our knees, hug them, stretch them. We can do like a little pelvic clock if that feels good. We're going back into those same 2 arm movements, but we're adding in your ab curls next. So let's extend the arms up to the ceiling. Bring your knees up into a tabletop position. Legs are zipped together. On an exhale, I'm going to press my arms down, nod my chin to my chest, curl right up from my bra line into an ab curl. And then we're gonna inhale, return back down with control. Exhaling as we nod, curl, draw those abs in. Inhale to return back down with control. Curl comes right from the bra line. And every time we come up, we wanna think chin towards the chest, but we're not bringing it all the way to the chest. So we wanna fit that lemon in between our chin and our chest every time we come up. And then we're inhaling to return. And I'm really feeling my rectus abdominis, so those superficial core muscles working to bring me up. And then returning back down with control. Now, the next time we curl up, we're gonna hold ourselves at the top. Palms rotate towards our hips. As we open our arms out to a T, our shoulders and heads go down. And then as we press our palms to our hips, we're gonna curl back up into that abdominal curl. So as I open my arms, shoulders, heads go down. Press the palms to the hips, nod and curl up. Inhaling as we open, exhaling as we press, curl, reaching through those fingertips as we come up. Inhale to return back down. Exhale, nod, curl. Inhale to return. We're gonna feel our obliques working a little more with these ab curls here. Let's go for 3, 2, Now on our last one, we're gonna hold at the top, arms are gonna go back up to the ceiling, shoulders, heads down, relax our feet, and then we can just give ourselves a nice little stretch. As always, we can sway our knees, we can hug them, we can stretch them, and we're doing those same 2 movements, but we're adding in leg extensions next. Now, if the necks are ever an issue, heads can stay down. Arms are gonna go straight up to the ceiling. Again, short loops. If it's too heavy, switch to your long. Knees go back up into our tabletop position, legs are zipped together. On an exhale, I'm gonna press, curl, extend my legs out to a challenging level. They stay zipped together. Inhale, return back down with control. Exhale, press, curl, extend. Inhale, return. Every time I reach my legs out, I'm drawing my abs in towards my back. Press, curl, extend, scoop into those low abs. Inhale, return. Exhale away. Inhale back. We have 3 more. The lower the legs, the more challenging for your core. Just make sure you don't feel it in your low back. This is the last one. Press, curl, extend, return. We can relax our head, feet, and then we can just give ourselves a little stretch. As always, we can do like a little pelvic clock, open and close the legs, stretch them. Next time, we're going arms back out to that T. So we'll start with them up towards the ceiling, knees in our tabletop position, our legs are zipped together. Open the arms out to a T. We're gonna pause here. On an exhale, I'm gonna press, curl, extend those legs back out to the challenging level, scoop into the abs. Inhale, arms open out to a T, shoulders, heads down, knees tabletop. Press, curl, extend. Inhale, return. Again, draw those abs in and up. The lower the legs, the more challenging. If you need to get them higher, you can always go higher. The range of motion is up to you with those legs. Press, curl, extend. Inhale, return. We're maintaining our neutral spines the entire time. Let's do 3 and 2. And then on this last one, we'll pause, arms up, heads down, relax our feet and stretch. Now, we're gonna do a little combo movement where we're adding in that same movement of the arms to make circles. We're doing ab curls and leg extensions with them. Same thing as always, if the necks are an issue, heads can go down. Every time we press our palms to our hips, that's when we should be curled and legs extended. Every time we start to circle the arms running back up to get back to our starting position, your knee should be in tabletop and your head should be down. So our arms are gonna go up to the ceiling, knees go up into our tabletop position, legs are zipped together. On an exhale, we're gonna press the arms straight down. We're gonna nod, curl, extend the legs. Again, as I start to open my arms, I'm gonna bend my knees, return my shoulders, my head, right back into that starting position. Exhale, press, curl, extend. Inhale to circle around and back up. Exhale out. Inhale around and back up. Abs again, draw in and up as we reach our legs out. We're gonna go for 2 more in this direction. Last one. Now, when the arms come back up to the ceiling, we're gonna pause, knees in tabletop. We're gonna reverse, so we open out to a T. Again, when we press our palms to our hips, we're gonna nod, curl, extend those legs as the arms go back up to the ceiling, knees tabletop, shoulders, heads down, out to your T. Press, curl, extend on your exhale. Inhale to return out. Press, curl, extend. Inhale, return. Again, really feeling that rectus abdominis, so those superficial core muscles. Let's go for 3. And last one. Ooh, okay. Relax our feet back down out in front of us. We are going to hang our straps back up onto the pegs. And then once we hang our straps up, we're gonna sit off to the sides. Now, we're gonna stay on this red, blue spring. Again, one heavy, one medium. Our foot bars are going to go up to the starting position. And then we can have the option to incorporate some arms. We're gonna move into some glute work. You can add on a heavier spring if you would like. Otherwise, you can stick to one heavy, one medium, or go 2 heavy springs instead of that. Grab your one weight. Again, I have 5 pounds today. I'm gonna put it right into my headrest. We're kneeling on our reformers, facing the shoulder blocks, facing the straps. And then when we kneel, the knees are not up against the shoulder blocks. Your hands should be in your headrest. You should be in a 4-point kneeling position. So shoulders over your hands, hips right over your knees. Today, you're gonna bring your right heel or arch of your foot onto the foot bar, just not your toes. So heel or arch onto the foot bar. I'm kind of halfway in between my heel and my arch. Eyes are gonna look to the floor, abs are into your backs. I'm gonna exhale, push the carriage out with my right leg, and then I'm gonna bend to come back in. Again, exhaling as I push, inhale back. Now, again, if you would like this heavier, feel free to go to 2 heavy springs instead of your heavy medium. Exhale to push, inhale back. I'm squeezing my glute every time I press away. My abs are into my back. Eyes are looking down to the floor. Now, if you would like to incorporate your weight, grab it into your left hand, pin your elbow into your side, and you can do tricep kickbacks every time you press out. That is an option. You do not have to add in the weight if you don't want to. Again, abs are in. Eyes are looking to the floor. I'm lengthening through the crown of my head. I'm reaching through my heel every time I press out. Exhale to push, inhale back, out, and in. Let's go for 4, 3, and 1. Okay, now set your weight down just like right in between your headrest, shoulder blocks. You're gonna take your left forearm into your headrest, so just make sure your weight isn't in the way. Both hands should be to the right corner of your carriage. We're gonna rotate to the right side. So I want your toes, knees, hips, and shoulders to rotate slightly to the right side in that external rotation. Your foot should be parallel on the foot bar. My toes are all the way forward. We're gonna exhale to push out, inhale back, exhale push, inhale back for that nice little external rotation of the leg. Still feeling our glute max, but then also getting into our glute meads with this external rotation. So more towards the outside of your booty. Push away and in, out and in. I'm still drawing my abs in. Exhale to press and inhale back. Okay, we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, once we come back in, we're gonna pause in. We'll set the right knee down, and then if you wanna stretch back into like a little child's pose, you can give yourselves a quick little stretch back. Same thing on the left side. So I'm gonna take my hands right into the outside of my headrest. If your wrists are an issue, down onto your forearms. Your left heel / arch of your foot or heel arch can go on, just not your toes today. Abs are in, eyes are looking down. We exhale to push out with your left leg. We inhale back. We exhale to press, and we inhale to come back. Again, I'm pushing into my heel / arch, and I'm squeezing my glute every time I press away so I can get right into my glute max, right where my butt connects to my leg. Exhale out, inhale back. Squeeze your glute as you push out, resist back in. Scoop into those abs, lengthen through the crown of your head. If you want to grab that weight and do those tricep extensions, you can grab your weight into your right hand and add in those little tricep kickbacks. Exhale out, inhale back. Elbow, if you are doing those tricep kickbacks, stay right into your side. Press, bend, 4, 3, lengthen through the crown of the head, 2, and 1. Okay, set your weight down. Take your left hand to the very corner. Your right forearm goes into your headrest. You're gonna externally rotate your left leg. So we go toes, knees, hips, and shoulders slightly to the left side. We exhale to push the carriage away. Inhale back, exhale out, inhale back. Again, a little more into our glute meads in this external rotation. This is, again, is a quick full body workout today. We're gonna go back into some arms after this, then more abs, and then we'll finish with legs. press out and in, exhale away, inhale back. Make sure that those toes are still pointed towards the left side of the room. 5. I'm still scooping into my abs. And 1. Okay, then once we come back and we can pause in. Again, if you just want to set your knee down and give yourselves a little stretch back into child's pose, you can. Now, we're going to keep this single weight. We're going to rotate towards our foot bars this time, and we're going to take off the heavy. So now we're on 1 medium spring. Now, this 1 single medium spring is going to be pretty heavy for this exercise. We're going to do 2 arm things, and then we're going to move into some abs. If that is too heavy for you, do a light spring instead of the medium. I'm going to sit on my reformer facing the foot bar. My feet are going to go all the way through my headrest, so I have plenty of space in front of me. Weight is going to go into your left hand. Grab your strap into your right. It is up to you. Long loop is lighter for your arm, short loop is heavier for your arm. I think I'm going to stick to my long loop today. And then your left foot is going to go onto the carriage. So right knee down, left foot on the carriage. If you need to hold on to your foot bar to get into place, you can. Okay, so when I start, my right hip is going to be over my knee. My left knee is going to be right over my ankle for some balance. Both elbows are going to be into our sides. Elbows are bent at a 90, palms are flipped up. We exhale to reach our arms out chest height. We inhale to bend to come back in. I'm exhaling to reach chest height, inhaling back. Actually, I think I'm gonna go a little heavier today and do my short loop. Maybe I'll regret this later, but I'm gonna change my short, just make it heavy. It's a quick workout, so might as well. Exhale, both arms reach chest height, inhale back. Find that stability in your legs, glutes, and core. We have 2 more. Reach and in. Last one, out and in. Okay, now we're gonna add in a little rotation of our right side. We're gonna bend still the right elbow. So we're gonna exhale, reach both arms out away from us. We pause, left arm stays. We bend our right elbow, we rotate to the right. We exhale to come back center. Bend the right elbow, rotate right. We reach that arm as we come center. Inhale and exhale. That left arm is gonna stay long the entire time. Rotate from the bra line. Exhale back. If balance doesn't work, you do not have to do the rotation, but you can just bend your right elbow and press. We're gonna go for 2 more. Inhale, bend, rotate. Exhale, center. Last one. And center. Okay, relax down. I'm gonna hang my strap back up onto the peg. I'm going to set my left knee down. Take the weight into your right hand. Again, I'm just gonna grab my strap first. Long loop lighter for your left arm, short loop heavier. If you need to hang on to your foot bar, you can. Otherwise, if you feel comfortable enough to kneel and then set your right foot down, you can kneel, set your right foot down. Right knee over your ankle, left hip over your knee. Both elbows bent at a 90, palms are flipped up, shoulders are down, collarbones are wide. Ready? Exhale, reach the arms out, chest height. We inhale to come back. We exhale away. Inhale, return. Shoulders are down, collarbones are wide, so we don't reach so far forward that we move into that little hunch or like that protraction forward. Inhale, exhale out. Bend and press. Inhale in, exhale out. Definitely feel it on this side compared to the last. Let's go for 3, 2, don't get lazy with those shoulders. Last one, and in. Whew, lots of biceps here. Okay, last thing that we're gonna do is add in that rotation to the left. The right arm needs to stay. Elbows are bent, palms lift up. We reach both arms out, we hold. We bend just the left, we rotate left. We exhale to press back center. Again, that right arm stays in the same spot the entire time. It stays straight out away from you. I have a little bend to my elbow, that's fine. I just don't want it bent all the way into your side. Inhale left, exhale, press, and rotate. Inhale, bend, rotate, press, rotate, center. Let's go for 3 more. Feel your legs, glutes, core work to stabilize you. 2 and 1. Okay, now when I move back into my rotation, I'm just gonna go ahead and hang my strap back up onto the peg. I am going to just set my weight down onto, I'm gonna set it onto my wooden platform rather than my carriage so it doesn't move around. Okay, we're gonna stand up onto our reformers. Now, if you have in a leg row where your foot bars can go straight up and down, I would suggest moving your foot bars straight up and down. If you don't, you can just keep your foot bars at the highest position. We're gonna move into some obliques. So I'm gonna step my feet back to my shoulder blocks. Now, the weight is going to be an option. If you would like to use it in your right hand to thread the needle, you do not have to use it if you don't want to. We're gonna rotate our toes to the right side of the room. My left hand is gonna go center the foot bar. My right hand is gonna stay to the side. Shoulders are not over the hands for this, so you can be slightly pushed away. We're going to inhale, press the carriage out, rotate our hips to the right side. We're still in a blue spring too, by the way. You're gonna tuck your pelvis, rotate your hips back towards the floor as you come in. So every time I press out, I'm gonna rotate my hips to the right. Every time I come in, I'm gonna rotate them back towards the floor as I come back. Now, I wanna make this a little more challenging, so I'm gonna grab the weight into my right hand. I'm gonna inhale, reach my arm up, and then I'm gonna exhale, thread the needle to come back in. Inhale out, rotate to the right. Exhale, thread the needle to come back in. I want the focus on your hips with that rotation. So they should be rotating to the floor when we come in, to the right when we push out, and then you're really gonna feel those left obliques working if you let your pelvis move. We're gonna do 2 more. Inhale out, exhale, round, tuck to come back in. Last one, out and in. Okay, toes go back center. Again, I'm gonna use my weight. You guys don't have to if you don't want to, so I'm gonna switch to it in my left hand. Otherwise, if you don't have it, right hand goes center, left hand goes off to the side. Rotate your toes to the left side of the room. Again, shoulders do not need to be over your hands. We're gonna push the carriage out. Rotate your hips to the left side this time. Exhale, tuck, rotate the hips back to the floor as you come in. If you have both hands on the foot bar, you will get more weight in your right hand when you push out. And then you're gonna tuck, rotate again as you come back in. Let's keep going. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come all the way back in. We are gonna go ahead and just set our weight to the side. We're gonna put our foot bars back to the starting position. And then again, we're just gonna go 1 heavy, 1 medium spring on our reformers. We're gonna do some feet in straps with a little bit of a lighter setting today. So 1 heavy, 1 medium spring. Feel free, if you still want it heavier, 2 heavy springs, you can do that. I'm just sticking to my heavy medium spring today. We're gonna reach behind us. I'm gonna put my short loops onto my feet because we're going a little lighter. So you can go short loops or long loops, up to you. The legs are gonna go up just as high as we can hold our neutral spines. We're coming into our external rotation. So heels are together, toes are turned apart. Legs are gonna go down to a little lower than a 45-degree angle. Going into frogs, I'm gonna inhale, bend my knees in for a frog. Exhale, press my legs back out. Inhale, bend, and exhale, stretch. Every time I push my legs out, I'm drawing my abs in. Inhale, bend, exhale, stretch, maintaining that nice neutral spine. Now take a look at your feet. Do you roll to the outsides of your feet, which is very common for your frogs? If you do, put more weight into the arch of your foot as if the floor was just out in front of you. When you push out, your feet would be flat on the floor rather than rolling out into that little supination of your feet. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. Bend and stretch. We'll do 3, 2, and then last one. and press. Okay, let's hold out here. Headrests are gonna go all the way down if you do have them up. We're gonna move into some short spine massages. Do not worry about your neutral spine. Stay in your frog position. We're gonna start by bending our knees in on an inhale. On my exhale, I'm gonna push my legs out. I'm gonna go up and over with my legs so my butt lifts up off the carriage. I'm gonna try to click my carriage home. When I do so, I'm gonna bend my knees, frog my feet in, keep my feet, and then I'm gonna roll my spine down into the mat, keeping my toes over my eyes as long as I can. And then when I can't keep my toes over my eyes anymore, I bring my heels down, I push out. It's an exhale to go up and over. We bend our knees, we frog our feet in, we keep the feet, we lose the seat, we roll our spines down again until we can't anymore. Then we push out, up and over, bend, frog, keep the feet, lose the seat, roll our spines down into the mat. Again, when I can't anymore, heels to glutes, push out, up and over. Bend, frog, roll our spines all the way back down. And then we're gonna do one more. Out, up and over, bend, frog, keep the feet, roll the seat, down. Okay, let's push back out. Find your neutral spines again. Stay in that external rotation so heels are together, toes are turned apart. I'm going to inhale now, open my legs out to the sides of the room. Exhale, bring the heels together. Inhale, open, and exhale, close just for a little adductor work. Open and close, staying in the same plane as we open and close legs. Might feel a little, obviously it is a little lighter than what we're used to, but you might enjoy it, you might not. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Again, if you want it heavier, you can always do your normal setting, which is 2 heavy springs instead of this heavy medium. 4 more. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Bra line, stay heavy. Now this next time we come together, pause, internal rotation, same thing. We inhale to open, we exhale to bring the toes together. Inhale, open, exhale, close, toes together, heels are turned apart the entire time for that medial rotation. Bra line, stay heavy. Neutral spine is always the entire time, staying in that same plane as we open the legs and as we close so we can get into those adductors. All right, we have 3, 2, last one. Now we bring the feet parallel. We hinge at the hips. We come up as high as we can hold our neutral spines. We open our legs out. We press them down and around. We zip them together, feet parallel. Hinge, come back up, finishing off with circles. We go up, out to the sides, press down and around, and we're hinging back up. Again, bra line, stay heavy. Last one. Now once we come up, we'll pause, reverse, we go down, we circle around and back up, straight down, as wide as we can go with those legs to open and stretch. Exhale down, inhale to circle. Okay, this is the last one. When we come back up, we can come out of our neutral spines. We're gonna take our straps off of our feet. We'll hang them back up onto the pegs. Okay, last thing will be stretching. So to the left side of our reformers, we're taking off that 1 medium spring, or if you have 2 heavies, take off 1 of your heavies so you just have 1 heavy spring on. We're gonna take the right foot back to the shoulder block closest to us. Left foot is going to be on the floor. Both hands go onto your foot bar. We're gonna press the carriage out with your right leg, out with your left. We're gonna pause here. As far as you want to go. I do not go very far on this side. If you want to take your hands onto the frame of the reformer, you can. Okay, now we're taking both hands to the very outside of your foot bar. You're gonna press your right hip down and find as much length in the right side of the body as you can so that we can stretch out your hip flexors, your psoas, your quads, and your obliques and your lats. So full body here. Okay, then we bring that carriage back in. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we have the left foot back this time, right foot on the floor. I'm gonna push out with my left leg first, out with the right. Might feel a little difference in the sides for stretching. Again, hands on the frame if you want them on the frame. You can drop down onto your forearms if you would like. Okay, then we take both hands to the very right side of your foot bar. You press your left hip down, and we're finding length in the left side of the body. So again, we can get quads, hip flexors, psoas, obliques, and lats all over that left side. Okay, then we can bring our carriages all the way in. You guys can sit yourselves off to the sides. You are all finished. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Thank you so much for joining me.